Yo boys back with another video. Today I'm just playing on the warlock, and what I'm doing here is I'm just keeping up my stacks, trying to gain 50 stacks of drain life, and then I soul rot and do my burst. So basically it's a really easy rotation. You just UA, keep your at the third button, whatever it's called, you just keep that stack and then you just bleed everything. You really are never really CCing other than Hodging. And as you can see, soul rot it isn't affected by grounding, and I didn't even know that. That's crazy that's not affected by it. But yeah, I'm basically just going rogue. I'm kind of going both, just depending on, who's the target, whoever's just playing out in the open. We end up getting a really weird win. So I'm actually not going to be playing, I'm not going to be pushing anybody anymore. I'm just going to be playing viewer games for the rest of this season. I I tried to queue some, but I waited and looked through for almost 4.5 hours, and I couldn't get a healer with over 14 undo XP. So I'm just gonna wait until next season, and then we'll start our class pushes to 2400. I think that'll be way more fun, and we'll actually have a good time instead of just sitting in queue looking for one healer to play. So, and also we're just facing the same comps. This season was one of the worst seasons by far. I think Blizzard, did it on purpose. Obviously, they clearly don't know how to make a game. So I really have no hope for Dragonflight, but maybe they'll choose. It's because they did the same thing in Dragonflight. They did the same thing in BFA. Everyone thought BFA was going to be the game changer, and it was garbage. Everyone thought Shadowlands was going to be the game changer, and it was the same hype as it was now, and it's garbage. While players just have like a need for something, like they think that the company's finally going to do good by them, and they disappoint every time, worse and worse and worse. So I mean, I'm hyped for a new expansion, but at the same time, I already know it's gonna be. It's gonna be a garbage expansion. We all know it. As long as it's those people that are directing the game and wherever it goes, it's never gonna be good. It's not. So don't have too much hype up, because if you do, you're gonna be let down. You're gonna end up quitting. If this expansion is not good, I don't even know. We're gonna lose so many players that, I mean, it's gonna be hard to even get queues, because the only people that will play it at that time is just addicts, basically, just addiction, just people that are addicted to the game. As you can see, I actually end up getting an insane kill here. So I full bleed the shaman, and I didn't even know at the time, but look at the shaman's HP. So I'm not even touching him. I tried to kick him here. I was just like really late, as you can see. But watch how this game ends. It's like a weird ending here. So here, every time I got hexed, I just went into the vital, and then I broke. I end up getting a good old fashioned fear. He ends up hodging, and he ends up dispelling, I'm pretty sure. No, he actually doesn't. So look at the shaman's HP. He's dying to air. I don't know what he is dying to. So I didn't even know at the time that he was dead. And then a little bit later, I was like, wait, the shaman's dead? I thought he left, and he did, but he died. And I don't even know how. So he just died to bleeds. But, I mean, I had high hopes for queuing, but it's just really boring. I mean, I thought I was gonna have fun time in the warrior, which I did until I hit like 2050, and then I couldn't find a healer with over like I mean, you're amazed by how bad players are at like around 2K. It was just really bad. I'll have that warrior video coming out next, but here I end up trying to get my stacks so I can one shot, because I didn't really think they were gonna flop like they did. So at first I'm trying to outplay it. The thing with Demo Lock is there's not much outplay to it. So they have two stuns, two kicks, two coils. They have everything they need to basically keep you in CC'd for 20 seconds straight. And then by the time that's off, the DR's off and they're ready to go again. It's the most toxic playstyle I've ever played. I would have played Demo if I would have played Demo instead of Affliction, but Demo just is so boring. It just looks awfully boring. It's just you get to do there's no outplay to Demo Lock. There's just nothing. I mean, same thing with Affliction, but at least Affliction you're involved in the game. You don't just let your pets do everything. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just bleeding both of them. I'm just trying to kill him. I'm just drain lifing whenever it's 30 seconds plus, just to try to kill him. He ends up bopping me here. I still get cyclone, so it doesn't really matter. And he's kind of dying to my bleeds, kinda. Not really. This guy's running thorns versus a caster. This is what I'm talking about. A druid's running thorns versus a affliction warlock. I don't get it. It makes no sense. But it is what it is. I'm just ready for this expansion to be over and, have new things to look forward to. Hopefully, they do like they said and do one set of conquest gear, because my goal is to get 4 to 5 classes per season of 2400 plus. and then we're gonna go on to the next 5 and finish every class. I want to try to end up getting them at 2,500. So I'm not just at that 2,400 mark. I want to try to get them or get them as high as like in general. So if I can get all of them 2,500, great. But as long as they're 2,400 plus, that's a dub for me. So basically what I'm doing is I'm full bleeding, waiting for my stacks, and when I get my stacks, I basically use my shift 1, which is it puts a thing on the floor that I can cast and they can't kick me, and then I pop my burst macro into my eyeball dude, into soul rot, into my purple thing. Now sometimes you can do it before. I mean, I don't really know if it matters that much, or maybe I don't even know. I don't know, don't care. However I'm playing right now is how I usually play. Sometimes I don't. I honestly just at this point I just PvE. I just don't care enough to actually try to outplay or anything. I just legit I try to play bad so I can win. So I legit just sit here and PvE. That's it. As you can see, I'm using the trap pet. Anytime you face a hunter and you run the goblin dude, his racial or whatever actually gets it's an RNG. So if he has a mark on the target like he has now, if he traps, it's RNG 50-50. So the 50% chance you get it and there's 50% chance you don't get it. And it's really good because a lot of hunters don't even know that they don't even put mark on him. This guy did, so he knew it was goody. But if you didn't know that, you know now. But yeah, I'm just ready for the next expansions. I'm ready to play the game. I'm also going to be streaming all those games at 2,500, 2,400 on all the alts and all that good stuff. So that's going to be something to look forward to on the old good old Streamyante. I'm still doing viewer games and all that good stuff. Still doing rogue. I'm not just like my main's going to be my rogue, and then I'm going to have a bunch of alts, especially when there's one set of conquest here, which I really hope that they don't end it up like Wrath, where it's 60k conquest per piece. Because if they do that, then my alt dream is over. But if they do it like they're like everyone wants them to do it, the game can be, I mean, at least gearing wise, can be good. I don't know how this talent tree is gonna go. They haven't even been able to base out the simple things. They haven't even, they've had 2 things on their plate, unities and legendaries, and they still cannot do any of. It just makes no sense. I don't know how they expect. I don't know why anybody has high expectations for Blizzard. They can't even do 2 things right in the game. I don't know how they're all of a sudden gonna, oh, we're just gonna add a tree that has 30 different abilities, 30 different builds that one shot. Oh, we're gonna not let you one shot. Oh, okay. You already know there's gonna be 30 times the one shots as there is now with that build. Trust me. Unless they nerf the consistent damage, you should only be doing big dam on your burst. Unless you're a class that's made to do overall damage instead of burst dam. You should not be doing like I shouldn't be able to kill this guy unless I'm clicking cooldowns. And I can. So as you can see, he dispels and he's dead instantaneously. I mean, I don't know why he dispelled, but we take those. I ended up tanking this guy down, by the way, for viewer games. So these are just all viewer games that I was playing with it because I was just so done with pushing, it's wasting my time and looking for a group just to face like a warrior every other game, and then same thing on my warrior. I'm just facing other warriors that are full gear at 2K, and it's just not fun. I'd rather play low CR and get variety than play high CR and get any type of CR. I do not care. But let me know if you guys what you guys think Dragonflight will come out to be. Because pre-patch is the 25th, and then we obviously have to wait an entire month for the actual expansion to come out. But at least we'll be able to test the talent tree and stuff like that. Now I'm kind of bit on playing Wrath or not. It's like it's kind of in a gray area. Do I want to play Wrath and have it die when Dragonflight comes out? The problem is if Dragonflight is bad, everyone's just gonna go to Wrath. Like a lot of people I know that will go Wrath. So it's like I'm probably gonna on the 20th. I'm probably gonna start leveling. Like do a level or so every day. So spend a couple hours leveling each day. But I'm still not sure if I want to do all that time just to not be able to, just because if Dragonflight is good, I'm just gonna main Dragonflight. I'm not gonna play Wrath because there's no point in me. Wrath, here, if you guys think about this, there's only a few streamers that can actually get viewers on Wrath, and that's a few people, and that's people that are already famous. So like let me say Calm IRL, he doesn't really get any views, and when he's on retail he gets like 150, 200, but then when he's on Wrath he gets like 20. For some reason, a lot of people don't like watching Wrath. It's because and this is the factual so there's more people that are around 25 plus than there are like teenagers playing this game. So when somebody comes home from work, they're just trying to see playing out content that they can do. Unless they're just like a loyal viewer and they're just watching you. But theoretically, a lot of these old school aren't going to be playing Wrath. They just won't have the time. I mean, obviously there's going to be a percentage that do, but overall, there's not going to be that many. This comp for this DK was one of the worst DKs that I've ever faced. So what he does is he pops every cooldown and I had to skip this because he legit AFK'd on a pillar until we got A bomb back. And we ended up beating him as soon. It was crazy. So as you can see, I kite in his entire A bomb because he doesn't know how to click grip. So we end up dodging his grip, and as you can see, his entire A bomb's on. And this guy legit goes and AFKs until A bomb. He sat on pillar the entire game, which obviously I didn't care that much because I knew we were gonna win. So as you can see, we skip it here, and I'm just consistently bleeding. As you can see, my damage, you can tell he was AFK on a pillar the entire game because of his damage compared to mine. This guy grabs the eyeball for some reason, so he's gonna be taking 5% more dam. They're both just dying. He grounds here. But yeah, if you guys should let me know as well what classes you guys would like me to play as well when we push, because I'm picking around four classes plus, and I don't know if I'm doing a certain spec, like if I play a priest, if I'm doing S priest, or if I'm doing holy or disc, but we'll just decide whatever's best. But I want to play the most fun. Hopefully, I'm hoping that every comp is viable, so you're seeing every single comp in arena. You're not seeing two comps in arena, three comps in arena. You're seeing 7, 8 every comp in arena, and that's how it should be. Which obviously I highly doubt it. Like I said, they don't know how to do anything right. So this DH overall actually didn't play bad. He actually played really good. I actually fear and he jukes it because I forget he has to actually hit the ground before. So I thought I could just fear him. This guy Iron Barks is air, so that's nice. So I ended up porting. It was kind of a bad port because the CC's already done basically. So I could have just held it, or I should have done it at the very start of the CC. So at the start of the cycle, and I instantly should have started kiting. But obviously, I didn't really care. It is what it is. But yeah, I've only been playing WoW for less than a week, and I got 2150. So it's not that hard. Now it is really boring facing a warrior every game or the same comp 30 times in the game, but it's definitely not hard, especially low CR. Like if you're looking for something fun, Affliction Lock is really fun low CR. Like when I'm doing viewer games, it's insanely fun. You actually get to like play versus different comps and different type of XP players where you're actually not, you know, it's not like super complicated every single game. But yeah, I hope it's one set of conquest gear, and obviously I'm kind of talking over the gameplay because it's just me PvEing, so there's not much for me to commentate. So yeah, hopefully there's one set of conquest gear, and that'll make the game a lot more smooth, and I think a lot more people will enjoy playing instead of having to gear 9 sets, which I think they said they're doing one set of per. But then again, you also got to remember, I don't think they specified how much conquest gear is going to cost. Because yeah, they say it's one set, but is it gonna be 60k conquest per piece, like Wrath? Maybe somebody can give me confirmation. Comment if they already typed it in, but I didn't. I don't really. I haven't played the PTR. I don't know if the PTR's in and they have the gear there or whatnot. But you guys can let me know. But yes, I do indeed think we are getting this W. But yeah, I really like playing alts. Alts is really fun, especially when you're facing variety, and it's actually a lot of. See, if theoretically, if a lot of people were playing the game right now, the CR like 2K would be like 2K would be last season's 1800, and then 2100 would be like 1900. The difference between it's crazy. Like it the difference between last season where I could just legit win every single game instantaneously it's because so many people were playing the game or not well, technically compared to what there is now, there was so many people playing the game and there was actually a bunch of queues and you get instant queues. Like at 2K I'm waiting, a couple minutes per queue. And then once I do get queues, I just face the same comp over and over and over. So everyone knows that the rating is obviously it's way down. A lot of people quit. A lot of people just went to Wrath, and that's the reason that a lot of reasons that there's not going to be many rank ones this season. Or there's probably going to be a decent amount, but overall the CR is not going to be over 3K. And that's crazy compared to like 3,600, 3,500. Or I think it was 33 something, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and let me know what you guys think. Peace, boys.